patrol.
And welcome everybody inside the Tartan High School gymnasium as head coach Mark Klingsborn and his Tartan Titans take on the South St. Paul Packers. Here from the Tartan Gymnasium tonight alongside Rob Miller, a new voice here in SEC territory. I'm Alex Westet. And Rob, a exciting matchup here between two teams with some very talented coaches and some very talented players.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if South St. Paul can break that 10-game losing streak they have against Tartan tonight.
Yeah, as Rob mentioned, 10-0, the latest run for the Tartan Titans against South St. Paul head-to-head with a victory earlier in the season. The Titans will control possession in the early going here with a ball working here on the near side. All the way back to the point where it can be reset here by Joseph Kearney. Kearney inside. So try to go back further along. All the way to the corner for Kearney again from three-point land. It's good, and 3 early points on the board for Joseph Kearney and the Titans.
Yeah, he was wide open on that shot.
Back the other way, South St. Paul. A very good record in their own right. They come in 16-8 in the Metro East Conference between two teams here, and a good block that time. And the rebound gathered up here by Kearney as he starts to play back the other way for Tartan. Working here at the top of the key, Langston Binns, our player to watch for the Titans, as the ball faked that time by Lei Keita. There's no good there as it can be held in here by Binns. Keita again, working on to the far wing. Goes for Binns. Binns a deep three. No good. It goes over the back and out of bounds. It'll be South St. Paul ball.
Looks like they're going to shoot a lot of threes tonight. Already 2 right off the bat.
Packers on the inbound. We'll start here. Alonzo Dodd, our player to watch for South St. Paul. He scored 36 points in a game on December 17th against Richfield in a 71-66 win. And immediately the Titans taking the ball back the other way into the attacking part of the court. Wide open pass looking for Dorian Singer. 3, no good on that attempt. We got into again here by South St. Paul as an outlet pass here to Dodd on the near wing. Dodd looking to start the offense, went to the paint before taking it back. He'll push it back out to the point where it can be gotten further along now for Harmon. Harmon sent it further along now where it can be gathered by Marquise Gleb. And the turnover allows the Titans to take the ball back the other way into the front court. Driving in there, Singer looking for the interior. No foul called. And possession taken back over by South St. Paul. Another steal back the other way as the Titans try to go for Singer, but the ball intercepted once again by Kevin Flippin.
A lot of turnovers so far in this game.
Flippin trying to get the ball off, unable to do so. Rebound control here by Kearney as they'll take the ball back the other way into the front half. Kearney on the near side around a screen. Kearney from three-point range. It's no good as it hit the back iron. And the rebound controlled here again by North St. Paul. It's gotten to again by Gleb. Into the front court. Packers working the ball around the perimeter. Far side looking for Dodd for 3. It's good. And we're tied at 3 here with 15:30 remaining in the first half. Back into the front court. Titans regain possession. As Ben's trying to work in, pass inside, looking for Keita. It's taken away on an interception that time. And Rob, the MO so far in the early going is a nice try for landing a bucket that time. Gotten to by Alonzo Dodd. But the method so far seems to be turnovers for both of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of sloppy passes. They're not throwing the ball crisp enough. Both teams are just stealing that ball like nothing.
Alonzo Dodd with 5 points already for the Packers. 5-3, South St. Paul leads 14-49 and counting here in the opening half. Ball at the point, it can be gotten to again here by Binns. Binns looking for some motion, gets it here, Curtis Favors. Favors interior pass, looking for Keita. Keita, nice ball movement there off the glass and in. We're tied at 5. Drive back the other way. Wide open pass, deep 3 ball, no good. It can be rebounded and controlled by the Titans as they'll start the breakout on a deep 3 attempt that time from Ramonte Harmon. Good ball movement again from the Titans. Outside 3 is good for Joe Kearney. 6 points on the night already for the senior guard. Into the front court, the Packers working again. Runner to the lane is too strong off the glass. Could be rebounded and a fast break back the other way for Tartan. Interior pass, kite off the fingertips, no good. Rebound controlled by Kearney off the glass and in. And 8 points already for Kearney as the Titans lead 10-5. Back the other way, South St. Paul off the glass. Nice little play that time made by Marquise Gleb, and we'll have a timeout on the court with the Titans leading 10-7. And so far, the turnovers starting to go away, and the fast break points working for both teams. Again, we mentioned here in our early going that the head coach of the Tartan Titans, Mark Klingsborn, 597 victories, just 3 shy of 600. If the Titans win out, he'll hit 600 a week from today at home against the Montevideo Zephyrs. A 1976 graduate of this high school, 10 conference titles, 9 section championships, a Minnesota Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame inductee. Really just a career for one of the coaches in Minnesota who continues to have a program of consistency here in the East Metro.
Yeah, it's a pretty impressive resume he has there.
Ball will be inbounded baseline. The Titans will regain possession here. And it'll be Binns to carry the ball up into the front court. Working here near side for Singer. Singer, interior pass looking for Kearney. Off the glass, no good. And the rebound can be gathered up the other way by Gleb for the Packers. Gleb, pass around the arc. So try to work back inside. Gleb will have it again, working back onto the far side. Now a chance for Marcus Brown into the game for the Packers. Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by South St. Paul as they'll push it back. Dangerously close to over in the back. The official signals that he had no idea one way or the other. Probably the right call on that. Jamel Dean lost the handle on it. To be taken away now here by Tartan. As they'll go back to the front court, and then a turnover again. Sloppy play here from both sides as the Packers are able to regain possession. Nice box out back that other way though. There's another turnover here. Back the other way come the Titans again. Kaida off the glass, no good. Rebound controlled by South St. Paul. Pass into the interior, knocked away out of bounds. It will be Packer ball. It'll stay here. 12:34 remaining, 10-7 the Titans lead. This will be a baseline inbound upcoming here for South St. Paul. Here's Gleb on the inbound. Looking back to the outside of the arc. Alonzo Dodd. Dodd, a turnover there. It goes back and over the arc. And again, Rob, the sloppy play continuing between both of these teams.
Yeah, that one was miscommunication. But yeah, they're just playing too fast. Someone needs to slow down the game and they need to get their bearings and run some plays. They're just running up and down the court and throwing the ball like crazy.
Sideline inbound taken here by Tartan. Binns will have it in the back court before advancing it to the front court. Binns working around the defensive Dodd, able to go off a screen that time. Kearney further ahead. Got it down for Singer. Kearney again at the point, working here onto the near string, looking for Vukamakovic. All the way into the far side. Will continue to work again as Curtis Favors has it. Favors bounce pass for Vukamanovic. And then all the way back into the point for Binns again. Binns a deep three, just hucking up the ball. He gets it to fall. Langston Binns with a three. But I think, Rob, that goes back to your earlier point where slowing things down hasn't really been the focus of either team, and they've really been just hucking up the ball from all over the place.
Yeah, and that just caused a lot of miss. You see the first play they run, they get a nice three.
Packers with the ball. Nice little move on that far wing for three. And how about that shot from Ramonte Harmon for the Packers?
Nice response.
Titans in the front court again. They lead. Binns trying to work through traffic. Binns, he'll get it to go off the glass and in. Count it for the foul. And so Binns will take a trip to the free throw line with 5 points on the night. That'll be the first foul of the game on either team. 11:23 remaining, 15-10 the Titans lead. It'll be Binns at the free throw line. For Binns, the 6'2" senior. His season high for points in a game, 28, came against St. Thomas Academy at Cadets in Mendota Heights, and a win for the Tartan Titans. And only 2 teams have bested them this year as the ball out of bounds. North St. Paul has beaten them twice, and most recently here on the home court, the Simley Spartans beat them in just a couple of matchups.
Yeah, it was back-to-back losses of the same score, 50-46.
Sideline inbound coming for South St. Paul. It'll be Gleb to inbound, sends it into the backcourt, looking for Alonzo Dodd, who will restart the possession. Dodd working into the front court, lost the handle on it before picking it back up, going there onto the far side. Now a chance for Maximus Wilson. Wilson, pull-up jumper from the elbow, too strong on that. It's rebound controlled here by Tartan. Back into the front court. Joe Kearney. Kearney has a screen available, won't take it. Kearney from three, jacks it up, it's good. 3 ball for Joe Kearney, and the Titans extend the lead to 10. South St. Paul looking to respond. Working here on the near side, they'll continue to move that ball around. A 3 ball here for Brown, no good. Rebound controlled and got to by A.J. Burns for the Titans, and now Tartan will carry the ball back up the court. Here's Kearney. Kearney, top of the key, will dribble it back. Works back here under the near wing, and a chance now for Chelly. Back for Kearney again at the point. Inside, looking for Journey, and a good chance there. The
nice
foul
strong
is
pass.
called. And Curtis Favors will head to the line.
Yeah, it was a nice strong pass right underneath the hoop. Good put up. Just got hacked while he was doing it and missed it. Let's see if he can make these free throws.
Second team foul of the evening. It'll be a 2-shot situation for Favors. First shot is good. That's his first point of the game. And we'll have a timeout on the court in between the free throw shots. And with 10:15 remaining, the Titans lead 21-10. And Rob, your initial thoughts on both the Titans and the Packers?
Well, it was sloppy at first, but now that they've slowed down the game a bit, it seems to look more like a basketball game here. But South St. Paul needs to do something on the defensive end to stop Tartan. They haven't really stopped him much, and that's pretty much been the difference here.
Well, taking a look at both the teams, we mentioned earlier the 2 losses most recently coming on their home court against North St. Paul and against Simley. They score 66 points a game. They only allow 51 points per game, and they have a number of significant wins that in the 3A class puts them at the top. However, they play out of a very difficult Section 4 4A with teams like Cretin-Durham Hall, East Ridge, and I can't think of the last one, but a very difficult conference. Meanwhile, on the other side, South St. Paul, 4-6 against teams with a winning record, and the Titans already with win number 20 on the season, not boding well in the favor of South St. Paul. So the timeout elapsed, 10:15 remaining. We'll have again the second shot attempt for Curtis Favors, a 6'3" junior. There are some more substitutions into the game for each side.
Curtis Favors at the line, shooting 1.
1 shot for Favors. Shot is good. That extends the lead 22-10 now as the Packers look to restart play. Into the front half, Ramonte Harmon. Working further, nice ball movement that time. Another deep 3, no, way too far on that one. As it was a good attempted shot that time for Maximus Wilson, but too far. Kearney across the midcourt line. Working here under the near side for Caleb Dowd. Dowd working further along now, and a chance, A.J. Burns. Ooh, a good steal. Back the other way, here come the Packers. Oh, what a block. Great back effort from Joe Kearney.
That was a great chase down block.
You hear the excitement too from the Tartan fans on the other side of this gym. Loving the effort from Joe Kearney. The inbound baseline can be gotten to here by Gleb, working back all the way out to the outside the arc. Harmon looking further interior pass this time for Wilson. Back further now as Harmon has it again. Harmon again for Wilson. Wilson working around, trying to work into the paint. Pass goes back out to the arc, where it can be gotten to again here by Harmon. Working his way in, turnover, and it can be taken back the other way by Tartan. Here's Kearney. Kearney with 8 points tonight, leading the Titans in scoring. Pass back here for Kearney. Kearney with plenty of room outside for Dowd. Dowd working to the paint, deep 3, too short. It can be rebounded the other way as DeMarco Chelly missed the chance. Back into the front court. Nice couple of moves that time by Alonzo Dodd. They try to work around it. We got to here now by Ramonte Harmon. Further along now, and we'll have a foul on the interior.
Tartan foul number 2, Joe Kearney.
So sideline throwing up coming here on the foul on Kearney, his first, team first for Tartan. Jamel Dean back into the game for South St. Paul, as is Langston Binns for the Titans. Be gotten to again here by Dodd in the backcourt. Dodd, ooh, nice little spin move. Dodd to the rack, up, and he'll go to the line for 2. A nice spin move that time by Alonzo Dodd.
Yeah, it was nice to see him take it in close. It just seems like they know they're playing from behind, and they're just trying to shoot a lot of threes, so they need to start playing inside ball too.
8:40 remaining, 22-10, the Titans lead. Dodd with 5 points already. His first chance from the line is good. That'll give him 6 on the night. So second chance from the line for Dodd. Off the back iron. It can be rebounded here by Tartan. As the Packers try to go for the full court press, can be gotten to here further now for Binns. Binns. Nice show ball movement here for the Titans as they try to drive into the lane. Unable to do so though. A.J. Burns now. Burns working onto that far side, trying to move it around. Way wide open for Binns for 3. Langston Binns with 8 of his own now. The Titans again lead 24-11. Ball movement, perimeter. Trying to drive into the lane, not quite good enough. Dodd gets it again on the far side for the Packers. Interior pass, what a move, what a block!
Wow.
What a great block again by Curtis Favors, up and in and good.
It's going to take a lot of contact to stop Binns. Oh, and it looks like he's down.
Binns down on the backcourt. There's a foul away from foul at the play, but Binns slow to get up.
Hopefully he's all right. That'd be a big loss for Tartan. Maybe an ankle or maybe a knee.
Young man limping back to the Tartan bench. He'll be subbed out here for Marko Vukomanovic, the 6'3" sophomore guard.
Yeah, he got hammered down there, still made the shot. That was pretty impressive. Hopefully he's all right.
That's 10 points already for Binns.
Looks like he's going to the locker room.
Binns will head off for a moment. Meanwhile, away from the play, Marquise Gleb was fouled on a shot. He'll shoot 2. Their shot is good for Gleb. That gives him 3 on the night. And the South St. Paul team, a program coming up in the Metro East Conference. The second shot no good. Rebound gotten to here by Favors. A program that just a few years ago with 1 win the entire season, already with 16 this year. And a program certainly on the rise.
Yeah, they've already doubled their win total from last year as well, and let's see if they can add to that.
In fact, so much so that in the latest Class 3 rankings from Minnesota Basketball News, the Packers ranked 19th in Class 3A. It's a very deep Metro East Conference with teams like North St. Paul, Matamidi, Hill Murray to an extent now as well. Drive to the lane, nice lay in off the glass that time for Caleb Dowd. Another drive to the lane, we got a foul, and count it, and 1.
So nice take.
Nice run to the lane as a shot will count. Foul goes against Caleb Dowd. It's another 2 points for Dodd, as that gives him 8 points so far.
Yeah, and he's averaging about 24 points a game, so he's their leading scorer.
Dodd's shot from the line is good. Score reads 29-15, 7-14 and counting, with the Titans out in front. Perimeter ball movement. Working here on a low pass, can be gotten to here again on the near wing. Trying to work it here for Jalon Washington. Nice drive to the lane, but clearly fouled on the drive. That time was A.J. Burns, and he'll head to the line.
Yeah, you could hear that hack up here.
course, when you have a player that's driving to the lane like that, it's tough not to make contact. But as a player, what do you do to keep your hands down, so to speak?
Well, actually, you want to keep your hands straight up, essentially. You start to go over the guy, and that's when they'll call you, even if he initiated. But if you keep your hands straight up, and as long as you don't leave the ground and jump into him, you should be fine.
First shot from Burns was good. Substitution on the Packers side. Brown replaced by Wilson again for the Packers. And the second shot on the way for A.J. Burns, as you see, 98 points coming into the game tonight as the ball out of bounds, and the Packers will regain possession. See there the score now, 30-15, with the Titans doubling up the Packers tonight. Drive into the lane, Alonzo Dodd off the glass and in. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. He's very impressive driving to the rim.
So the Alonzo Dodd bucket gives him 11 points on the night, and another timeout taken by the Titans. It'll be a full timeout, 6:42 remaining. 30-17. The Titans leading this one. And again, you see there the Metro East standings right now. North St. Paul undefeated, 13-0. Tartan right behind, and South St. Paul bringing things up in fourth, but really a deep conference no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it is. North St. Paul's got the best conference record for sure, but Tartan's got the best overall record, so it'll be interesting to see how that shapes out.
Again, Tartan playing out of the 4-4A, or section 4-4A, I believe. South St. Paul is 4-3A. And for the Packers, a new head coach at the helm is Matt McAllister, previously the head coach at Brooklyn Center for the past 4 years. He led the Centaurs, the Brooklyn Center Centaurs, to a fourth place finish at the 2A tournament back in 2018. And he is also, an odd fact, the head coach of the national basketball team of Tanzania. So a very interesting path to come and coach here at South St. Paul, but he certainly has been the benefactor of an improvement in the South St. Paul Packer team. Meanwhile, interior pass working here near side, wide open three, too strong that time on the attempt by Vukamanovic, and the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Packer ball.
That corner three's been open for him all day. South St. Paul needs to do something to cover that.
Sideline inbound can be taken here again by Dodd. Dodd with 11 points already for South St. Paul as he gets across the half-court line. Dodd will drive it himself, fouled on the drive. And that'll be the fifth foul of the game on Tartan. It's the first of the game on Jalen Washington as well. It'll be a baseline inbound upcoming. Dodd interior pass well back out. We got a whistle away and another push off. This foul will go against South St. Paul this time.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason for that was. That was a pretty blatant push off. I can see it from here.
So the ball advanced into the sideline here. It'll be Vukamanovic, excuse me, on the inbound. It got two further here now for Langston Binns, who has 10 points for the Titans. Driving into the lane, nice little runner, but couldn't knock it in goal was Dorian Singer. Pass break the other way now for South St. Paul, working back in, tipped off his fingers before it can be recontrolled here by South St. Paul. Great defense from the Titans, but forces it back out to the point. Drive into the lane, Jermel Dean has to cut it back. Here's Dodd, working again on the far side now, and a chance for Wilson up and in, and the Packers on the board again. Binns back into the front court. Work for that time for Singer. Singer pass, oh look at this wide open ball movement for Binns. For three, and too strong off the front side of the rim. The rebound controlled by South St. Paul as they'll work on to the far side in the front court. Drive into the lane, wide open, no shot ruled, but he'll still be headed to the line as Marquise Gleb was fouled on the way into the lane. Fouls on Favors, that's the sixth Tartan foul in the opening half. A couple of substitutions. It's Curtis Favors. I'm sorry, not Curtis Favors. Joe Kearney back into the game. And up and in off the inbound.
It's a nice inbound pass. Good awareness to see the opening down there.
Here's Kearney again for the Titans, working here under the near side. Oh, double team, trying to get it back out. Nice intercept, foul called.
Yeah, they finally hit that corner three pretty well covered and it turned into a turnover for them.
Amazing, too, how quick that double team was on the perimeter.
Yeah, they were on them real quick. They must have talked about that in the last time out.
With the 7th team foul being called against Tartan, it'll be a 1-on-1 situation. It'll be Maximus Wilson shooting. Nice neon green shoes. First free throw for Wilson is good. That's 3 points on the night for him. 30-22, the Titans lead. As the Titans have gone cold, leading at 1 point at 30-15. It's been a 7-point run now for the Packers.
Yeah, they're letting them back in this game with all the fouls. I think South St. Paul just needs to play aggressive and keep drawing the fouls. Get to the line.
Conversation between Matt McAllister and the official here on the near sideline. And the second attempt of the free throw for Wilson. It's too strong. Rebound gathered here by Favors, and the Titans will look to start back the other way. Into the front court now. Tartan in their home black uniforms. Kearney trying to work around kind of a zone play here. Kearney able to move the ball here for Benz. Benz dishes it for Singer. Singer, perimeter pass this time for Kearney. And we try to, again, look at this double team zone that the Packers are doing. Kearney interior pass stolen back the other way for South St. Paul. Up, Gleb, no foul called. Back up off the glass. They still can't get it to no. They still can't before finally able to finish that one off. The leading point scorer for the Packers, Alonzo Dodd.
4th time's the charm on that one.
Dodd, an impressive showing already with 15 points now for the Packers. Deep three for Kearney. Too strong, hits the back of the backboard. And the run continues 30-24. The Titans lead now with 4:04 remaining. But impressive, a 9-0 run that these Packers have been on.
Yeah, it looks like they switched up defensively. They were playing man before, and it looks like they got a 1-3-1 zone going. That seems to be helping out with those open threes.
Alonzo Dodd dishes further here now for Maximus Wilson. Wilson for Dodd again. Dodd trying to work around the Wilson screen. Deep three ball, no good. It's rebound controlled here again by Favors. Into the front court, here comes Tartan. Kearney. Around the zone, looking further for Benz. Benz trying to drive into the lane, looking to draw contact, no good. Gets his own rebound, does Benz. Benz fouling with the shot. He'll head to the line.
Doesn't look nearly as explosive as he did earlier after that injury. Oh, and now he's limping off again.
It'll be a shooting foul, 2 trips to the line for a chance for the Titans to break their scoring drought. Again, you see there Langston Benz averaging 15 points a game. He's got 10 right now, and make it 11. Keita back in for the Titans, as is Jamel Dean for the Packers. And it'll be one more chance at the line here for Langston Benz. Benz's shot is good, and the lead back to 8, 32-24, 3:25 remaining. The Titans up over the South St. Paul Packers here on SEC Sports tonight. Dodd, 3 ball, apparently with a lot of pressure that time, Marcus Brown, and Brown will get it back on a good rebound, that time offensively for South St. Paul. Working into the paint, not quite good enough. As the Titans look to take the ball back the other way, absolutely nobody open there. Miscommunication that time between Benz and Keita.
Yeah, he fired that thing real fast.
You do like to see those strong passes, but you got to make sure that there's somebody there to receive them, of course.
And that he's not 2 feet away.
Into the front court, Alonzo Dodd again for the Packers. Dodd trying to work around some real good defense that time by Kearney. He's able to beat him to it.
Yeah, Dodd's got some handles there.
32-26. Titans lead is 6. Benz. Again, the zone very effective. Benz for 3. No, off the glass. Rebound controlled here by the Packers. Back into the front court on the far side. We take it here by Wilson. Wilson dishes further for Dodd. Dodd worked around the defensive Kearney. That may be a matchup that we see the rest of the night defensively. And a takeaway back the other way. Keita trying to put it up that time for Singer, but he's fouled and he'll head to the line. Dorian Singer, one of the top recruits on the football side of things. Certainly a quality basketball player as well. Singer will get a one-for-one chance. You see there 10 points a game. So it's the sixth team foul against the Packers. Tartan has 7. The first shot that time from Singer is no good. And again, the thing that you've seen, the adjustment by South St. Paul to switch from that man to that zone defense really has been working wonders for them.
Yeah, it's let them react a lot quicker to those open passes on the outside and help them close on anybody on the inside.
Singer with 4 points in the night for Tartan. As Dodd spins further here onto the near side, looking for Dean. Dean working into the lane, interior pass. Oh, wow, what ball movement there.
That's a great
Marcus
pass.
Brown gets in. Here's Kearney looking to restart things. 33-28, 5-point lead for Tartan. They have led by as much as 15. South St. Paul has not led in the game thus far. There's a 15-point decision between these two teams as Tartan has won 10 in a row against South St. Paul dating back to January of 2015. Interior pass is fouled upon there. It'll be a one-on-one now, as that'll be the bonus for the Packers.
Foul is on South St. Paul's number 4, Jamel Dean. Substitution is the Packers number 33, Ramontre.
A substitution back for the Packers. As Ramontre Harmon back into the game, he'll replace Jamel Dean with 2 fouls in the game. So it'll be a one-on-one situation here, as it'll be Dorian Singer to shoot. Singer's shot no good, rebound controlled, and he'll be wide open for a 3. Great rebounding there, but unable to finish that shot off as Curtis Favors got the rebound. Kearney for Kaida. And then back for Binns. Binns working around the Kaida screen, or he faked one anyway. Binns into the lane. Nice little move there, but the rebound controlled here by the Packers, and Brown as they'll take it back up the front court. Here's Dodd working into the lane off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled here. Good ball movement by the Packers. So try to carry it in now. Dodd working around Kearney, lost the handle on it. Ball goes right on the out-of-bounds line. It'll be a Tartan ball, as he could not hold on in time. Minute and 2 remaining, 33-28, Tartan leads. Inbound pass, Kearney. One of the big topics of conversation. And Rob, curious on your thoughts on this. No shot clock as of yet in high school basketball in the state of Minnesota. Ooh, a nice block that time by Dodd as well.
Yeah, I don't see it affecting games too much, but, if someone abuses it, it can definitely hurt the game a lot if they hold on to it for too long, just hold on to a lead. But it'd be nice to see that, speed up the game a little bit more, I believe.
Baseline pass here for Tartan. On the out-of-bounds play, Binns for 3. He got it to go. Langston Binns with 15 on the night. Interior pass looking under the far sideline as the Packers look to respond inside 40 seconds remaining. The lead ballooned back to 8 for Tartan. Here onto the near side, Maximus Wilson. Driving the lane, looking further. Be gotten to again here by Dodd. Dodd with 17 points of his own already. Wilson shuttles further now, and a 3-ball again. He gets it to go on a good shot that time from Marcus Brown. 10 seconds remaining in the opening half. Kearney into the front court. Kearney works around the screen, trying to anyway. Good pressure that time. Kearney, with the Euro step, unable to quite get it. But the horn will sound, and after a first half of play, Tartan 36, South St. Paul 1, and really an impressive half after the turnover stopped occurring.
Yeah, after they slowed down and actually started playing the game the way it should be, running plays, passing the ball around. Before it was just wild passes, running full court and losing the ball, throwing up bad layups.
Well, really, we have a tale of two players here. When you look at Tartan, 15 points for Langston Binns. Impressive effort so far. And on the other side of the court for South St. Paul, Alonzo Dodd with 17 points already. exactly what we were advertised with those two players.
Yeah, exactly. And they're both very similar. They both like to drive. Ben's definitely has a lot more strength. He can take a lot more of a beating down there without it affecting his shot. But Dodd's got some handles, and he can break some ankles and make his way to the hoop.
We'll be back for the second half, or we'll be back in just a few moments for some more basketball. This is your home for Titan boys basketball on SEC Sports.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family.
Yeah!
I thought you were on my team.
Across the country, millions of Americans are prescribed opioids for pain relief. Doctor-prescribed opioids are appropriate in some cases, but opioids just mask the pain. Potential side effects include nausea, constipation, and withdrawal symptoms. And according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, as many as 12% of patients prescribed opioids develop an opioid use disorder. When it comes to chronic pain, you have a choice. Don't just mask your pain with opioids. Treat it with the help of a physical therapist. Physical therapists treat pain through movement, hands-on care, and patient education. No warning labels required. And you get to actively participate in your care. Choose more movement and better health. Choose physical therapy.
My son Andrew was always a joy to be around. He was smart and talented with a personality that just drew people to him. And he is all of those things and more today. I always taught him to be accepting of other people and to be true in everything you do. That's why when Andrew was suddenly fired from his teaching job for being gay, I literally felt my heart break. As a parent, you try to prepare your child for anything that can happen in life, but how do you prepare them for something like that? I hope for a future where no matter what a person's sexual orientation is, people will be treated with respect, equality, and love.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
At the half at the Tartan Gymnasium, the score, Tartan 36, South St. Paul 31, and what was a very back and forth half of play. Here at the halftime alongside Rob Miller, Alex Wested, and really what did we see in that first half between these two teams? A lot of sloppy play at first, but really cleaning it up in that time.
Yeah, they did clean it up. The first few minutes were very sloppy, but then Tartan came out with a big lead. They got the lead up to 15 at one point, but South St. Paul adapted their game. They switched to that zone and slowed down, started running plays, running it through the inside, and that seemed to cut this lead down to 5 that they're at now.
The lead for the Titans at one point had been 15, but again, deficit narrowed to 5. The player to watch for the Tartan Titans, we talked about him earlier in the game, number 11, Langston Benz. He's really been impressive, even with that injury he sustained earlier in the half.
Yeah, it was good to see him come back right away. You never want to see a kid go down with an injury, but he seems seems to be favoring that leg a little bit. He's not going to the hoop as hard, but it doesn't seem to affect his shot. He still seems to be knocking down those threes.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the court for the South St. Paul Packers, Alonzo Dodd, the sophomore guard, 17 points so far, but he's really been the catalyst for the Packer offense.
Yeah, you can tell he's their guy. He's the main scorer. He's averaging 24 points a game. They're going to need to rely on him a lot here down the stretch to hopefully pull out a win.
The earlier matchup between these two schools on the 23rd of January, an 80-65 win at South St. Paul High School. Really the story of the game that time. Offense, not a lot of defense. Tonight, sloppy play, but the defense adjustments for both teams have kept the score close. And again, you see there the last 10 matchups between the two schools. No real close matchups between them. The one that jumps out at you, 227-17, 108-33.
Yeah, that's an ugly one. It doesn't look like they've done any better than coming within 15 points. So far tonight, they're looking, they might be able to break that, maybe even win.
Well, again, we take a look at the rankings for the 4AA rankings for the two schools here. Well, only one school is Tartan, the only 4AA team. They're at number 14, behind North St. Paul. Their in-district rival at 14. Again, Eden Prairie, Eastview, Cretin-Durham Hall, Hopkins, and Spring Lake Park round out the top 5. And again, a lot of the usual suspects there at the top of the 4AA rankings.
Yeah, Eden Prairie, Cretin-Durham Hall, they always seem to be right up there. Same with Hopkins. Not too sure about Eastview.
One thing that you notice too here is that as you look across the way at the section championship banner here at Tartan High School, no section championship for the Titans since 2014, and part of the conversation that's been held for many years now is that playing in 4A with the powerhouses such as your Cretin-Durham Halls and your East Ridge, how much does that hurt them as far as the rankings go and in the section play as well?
Well, you know, they're playing with a lot more difficult teams. They have a lot more kids to pick from that school. When they were in Class 3A, you know, they're the top dogs there, but now they're the newbies, and they got to hang with the big dogs.
Well, we got 2 minutes before the start of the second half. We'll head to break. This is your home for Titan boys basketball on SEC Sports.
Vehicle accidents are stressful enough. You don't need someone showing up at the scene trying to pressure you into letting them tow away your vehicle, often falsely claiming they were dispatched by the police or an insurance company. Be wary of any unsolicited tow truck that arrives on the scene of an accident. In fact, in some places, it's illegal. Motorists should not feel pressured to agree to a tow. Call your roadside assistance provider or insurance company for towing company suggestions, or consult with police on the scene. Always get the price and terms in writing along with the location of the tow yard before letting a tow truck driver hook up your vehicle and take it away. If you suspect fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB. That's 1-800-TEL-NICB, or visit our website, www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Every empty seat at a concert, game, or special event is a missed opportunity to say thank you to America's heroes. Donate your extra tickets to VetTix. Give something to those who gave. Go to vettix.org.
Just getting ready to start the second half of play here from Tartan High School. 36-31, the Titans lead alongside Rob Miller. I'm Alex Westeth. And the Packers will start the second half with possession and trailing only by 5. Inbound pass to be gotten to here by the Packers as they'll take it back into the front court. Trying to work around the screen. Nice little move there with space as they'll regain. Here's Dodd with 17 points leading the way for South St. Paul. Dodd again on the pass, received it that time from Marcus Brown. It's Wilson working around a screen. Nice ball movement here as Gleb tries to dish it further. All the way back now, Dodd with a chance. Dodd for Wilson. Wilson around the Dodd screen. Wilson trying to drive into the perimeter. Not quite able to do so. Goes all the way back out to Dodd again. Dodd, a deep three off the glass. No good. And the rebound gotten to here by Langston Binns for the Titans. Binns into the front court. He leads the Titans scorers with 15 points tonight. Kearney for Binns once again at the point. Binns interior pass looking for Fields. Good ball movement. Kaida, nice job to save it. Story and Singer. Singer interior pass was looking that time for Kearney. It'll go South St. Paul's way. A lot of folks on the far stands don't agree with that call. Conversation between the officials at the baseline. I know they will say Tartan ball. Singer on the inbound baseline. Singer, pass further, can be gotten to again here. Kaida for Singer again at the point. They'll carry it back. Singer working around the screen now for Kearney. Kearney looking for some sort of movement. Binns back for Kearney. Kearney passes for Singer for three. Is no good off the back of the backboard. It'll be South St. Paul ball. So a sloppy start to the first half, followed up by a sloppy start to the second half here. Neither team with much going here in the early part of this half.
Yeah, we're already a couple minutes in. No one scored yet.
Into the front court now, South St. Paul. Dodd working around Kearney. That seems to be the head-to-head matchup. Ooh. Passing, good save that time for Gleb. Here on the near side, Jarrell Dean. Trying to work around the defense. Gleb with it again. Gleb, pass further. Is Dodd driving, taken down, foul called. Bit of a late foul that time. But it'll send Dodd to the line to shoot two. First foul the second half, second foul for Favors. So Dodd will shoot two. First shot from Dodd is good. He's up to 18 now on the evening. 16-14 remaining, 36-32. Since the opening tip, this is as close as South St. Paul has gotten, now to 3. With 19 points on the night now for Dodd. Favors. Titans with possession again here in the front court, open for a chance. Now is Binns. Moved it further this time for Singer. Dorian Singer working at the top of the key. Can be gotten further there on the far wing. Passes further now for Kaida from the corner. Kaida tipped briefly as it got on the way to Binns. Binns here again for Singer. Ball movement strong here for Tartan. It's Kaida working again. Kearney. Great ball movement here. A better defense for South St. Paul. Gone here again. Singer for Kearney once again. Benz for three. In and out and in again. Langston Benz up to 18 on the night. Back into the front court, South St. Paul. So try to work around now. Nice little drive, good dish that time for three. Ooh, off the back iron, no good. Rebound controlled here again on the shot from Maximus Wilson. Free throw line shot in and out and in again. And Joe Kearney with two more. That gives him 10 on the night for the Tartan Titans. And a shot there again. Now, ooh, good aggressive pressure that time. As the Titans get the ball back over the front court line. 41-33, the Titans lead. 14-37 and counting remaining. Can be gotten to again here now by Tartan as they'll look to restart play. Trying to work a drive into the lane that time. Singer's pass for Kaida. What a shooting play there. Kaida with 2 more points. That's 4 on the evening, and what a play that time by the Titans.
Yeah, they got it together now. They seem to be pulling away, and South St. Paul seems to have reverted back to their old selves where they're just running up and down the court.
Kaida again with 2 more. That's 6 on the night for him. Get ready, the direction from the head coach, Mark Klingsborn. As the Titans look to set up on defensively, their lead back to 12. Working around the perimeter again, Wilson. Nice little stutter step move that time. They'll dish further for Dodd on the far wing. Ooh, no look pass that time from Dodd. And follow up, nope, nope. Still no, and it's rebound control again here. And a foul on the inside called against Curtis Favors. He doesn't like it, but it'll send the Packers to the line.
Starting foul, number 12, Curtis Favors.
Great no-look pass from Dodd. Almost goes wasted by the inability of the Packers to finish off right in that arc.
Yeah, and they're right there. Missed layups, missed putbacks from about an inch away. Got to make those.
Baseline throwing. We got to again here from Dodd as a pass from Gleb on the interior. Working off to the far side now, a chance for Wilson. Maximus Wilson. Ooh, off the hands that time. It'll stay here. We'll have a substitution now. Jamar McDowell will come in. Never mind, no he won't. Ramonte Harmon will come back into the game. And he'll replace Jermel Dean for the Packers. And Gleb will inbound. And for Dodd. Dodd trying to work around the Gleb screen as they double team Dodd, wisely so. And the miscommunication that time as the ball was intended for Maximus Wilson, but did not know the pass was coming to him.
Yeah, it looks like he was expecting Wilson to make a cut towards the basket, and he did not.
And whistle timeout on the court. It'll be a South St. Paul timeout. Titans lead 45-33, 13:27 remaining in this second half of play. Again, Mark Klingsborn, his 28th season for the Tartan Titans, just 3 wins away from career win number 600. And again, you see there the stat, 17-1 are the Titans this year when leading at halftime. And again, an impressive stat no matter what team is the one that holds that, but more impressive again here for the Tartan Titans.
Yeah, South St. Paul came out a little hot with the first 3 points, and now Tartan's taken over and they haven't looked back.
The Packers, meanwhile, a respectable record 2 when trailing at the half, 4-3 when trailing at halftime this season. Head coach Matt McAllister in his first season, a 16-8 record, 9-5 in the Metro East. Again, these 2 teams last played on the 23rd of January of this past year. 80-65, the Titans won that contest. Meanwhile, back in action, we'll have the baseline thrown here for the Titans, moving right to left across your screen. And it can be Binns. Again, you hear the shout out from the coaching staff, 1-3-1. As Rob pointed out earlier in the first half, the transition from the man defense to the zone defense certainly has worked to corral the Titans.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went away from that to begin the second half. It was working really well in the first, so.
Absolute hut to the far side. Nice job by Kearney to stay in. Benz working around the pressure. Benz dishes for 3. No good. Goes off the backboard and over the top as it was Dorian Singer wide open. Good ball movement from the Titans to create that opportunity with the zone, but just not enough. Lead still at 12 here for the Titans. as Dodd carries into the front court for South St. Paul. Dodd trying to work around Kearney. I'll double team Dodd again. Give a little extra space under the near side for Harmon. Here with the big substitutions now. There's a chance for Anthony Falk. Working back in. Oh, an offensive foul called against the Packers.
Yeah, that was a good charge.
It's Jermel Dean who gets the foul called. That's the first foul of the second half for South St. Paul. Now Binns can restart possession here for Tartan back the other way. Singer working around the Cada screen. Singer driving into the lane, off the glass, no good. Not a friendly rebound, but Singer gets his own rebound. Taken away by Kaida, and they rule that the player got ball for 3 for Binns, no good. And the rebound controlled back the other way here for South St. Paul as Ramonte Harmon flips it into the front court. Nice little spin move for Dodd, and he draws the foul.
I have no words for that. That was very impressive, that little spin, and he still took it up. He's fearless out there.
Impressive effort from Alonzo Dodd, who has 19 points on the evening. And he looks to draw them back within 10. It's Dodd's first shot from the line. It is good.
Yeah, his teammates are going to need to step it up here. He can't win this game by himself.
Well, Dodd has all the points. And the only other player with more than 1 basket made tonight is Marcus Brown with 4 points for South St. Paul.
Yeah, I'm a little confused why they don't use Brown in the post. He seems to be more on the perimeter, and he's the tallest guy they got right now.
Here's Singer. Wide open corner shot for Kearney. It's good. Hit the back of the rebound and in. And Kearney extends the lead to 11 with his 13th point of the night. We're going to have a whistle carry called, and it'll be another chance for South St. Paul to play defense and the Titans to extend the lead.
Yeah, it's starting to get out of hand. Something needs to change here.
Titans have led by as many as 15. South St. Paul has been able to narrow the deficit to 3. As Dodd comes back, Dowd rather, excuse me, comes back in, as well as Marko Vukomanovic for the Tartan Titans. Sideline pass coming from Burns is inbounded here. Can be gotten here by Joe Kearney. Dorian Singer, rather, excuse me, Singer. And that's going to be a... Rob, I'm afraid I don't know basketball as much as I should. I have no idea what that call was.
I did not see what he called.
Oh, well, either way, it'll go.
I was checking out Gibbs over there. Seems to be getting his finger checked out.
Oh, yikes. Inbound pass for the Titans either way.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. They just moved the ball up about 15 feet, and that was about it.
Meanwhile, here's Dorian Singer trying to work back in. Singer for Dowd. Singer again. Singer top of the key. He'll dribble it back, working around the screen, and a good one at that. Working here, corner, Markomanowicz for 3. It's good!
And in his face, too. That was a good shot.
It's the first 3 points of the night for Marko Vukomanovic. And a nice shot at that as it draws a South St. Paul timeout. 11 minutes remaining. Second half, Titans lead 51-34. As the lead has returned to 15, and really the Titans putting it away with a 3-ball.
Yeah, even with the hand in the face, they're just a well-disciplined team. They can shoot threes. They got good shots.
South St. Paul, Tartan rather, with 2 contests remaining. They're going to play at Hastings on Monday the 24th, and then they'll conclude the regular season at home against Matamidi, and then they're for a first round matchup on March the 4th, a matchup which ideally and idealistically the Tartan Titans would be hosting a game in that round. Meanwhile, on the other side for the South St. Paul Packers, this is their second to last game. They will close out their regular season schedule at Mendota Heights and the St. Thomas Academy Cadets before they begin their section play. And they play out a 4-3A first round. Again, exciting times here in the state of Minnesota as the winter sports wrap up. The girls' state high school hockey tournament ongoing. Wrestling next week. Boys high school hockey after that. coming up on SEC Sports next week, provided White Bear Lake will be able to beat Woodbury on Saturday. We will have White Bear Lake in the semi-final round at Aldrich Arena. That game will be tape delayed due to Minnesota State High School League rules, but it will be myself and Allison Vogt joining you for that one. A very special broadcast in mind, I hope. And in the inside, the ball back in play here at Tartan High School. Here's Dodd. Dodd, nice piece of ball movement. Could be working in here further now, and a good chance now as it can be gotten for Harmon. Driving into the lane here, Gironel D taken away, and again, the Titans just aggressive on the ball.
That one, he kind of just put it right in the chest of the defender there. I'm not sure where that pass was going.
Singer to the lane, unable to get it off his fingertips. Oh, taken back way, great ball movement by the Titans. We've seen this a couple of times in games where they will simply move the ball around the perimeter to wind the clock down as much as they can. Singer. Interior pass was looking that time for Dowd, but a stolen ball that time by Alonzo Dodd, taken back the other way. Singer trying to work around the defense. Singer fouled and
I think Dodd's trying to do too much. He feels the pressure on him and feels like he's got to step up and win it for this team, but he can't do it alone.
You talk about basketball as a team sport too. I mean, we've had conversations tonight about it as we get another look at this. You can't do it all by yourself.
Not sure about that foul there, though. He had his hands down, was leaning away from him, but that was a good take.
Ramon Trey Harmon, the twin brother of Ramonte Harmon, drawn the foul on that one. It's the second team foul of the Packers here in this half. As the Titans will go into a short full court press. Back into the front court. Gotten here again for Dodd, who's been cold as of late. Harmon for Dodd again, trying to go three, and wow, look at that. What can you do about that?
That hang time in the air, he has so much time to maneuver his shot and try to get the best shot available. Unfortunately, it didn't go down, but he'll go to the line and make up for it.
Dodd with 19 points. The Tartan lead extended to 20, their largest of the game. Dodd's first shot from the line is no good. He's got 5 points from the free throw line tonight. He's 5 of 7 now. Gleb back into the game. Kita into the game for the Titans. And one more shot on the way this time for Alonzo Dodd. Shot from Dodd, bounced around a couple of times, and it's good. We'll have a substitution here again as Carney returns to the game, as well as DeMarco Celli for the Titans. Carney with 13 points for the black and blue. Out of the backcourt. Evading the full court pressure. Nice job that time by Carney. Can be held in here now. AJ Burns. Burns working onto the far side for Celli. Celli, interior pass. Double dribble call. Nope. Did I read that wrong as well?
I thought he was saying double dribble, but I'm not sure what that one was. Sorry.
I mean, typically when you see the two hands go like
they're
right,
more
left, right.
outwards though, like he was miming. I don't know.
Either way, it's a foul called on South St. Paul's number 30, Ramonte Harmon. That's his 4th of the contest.
Could have been a hand check. That might be it.
Pass on the wing. Gotten here now, a foul away from the ball this time.
Hold on that one. They're calling a lot of these fouls now.
54-35, 9:25 remaining. 4 team fouls for each team in the second half. It'll be a baseline inbound here for Joe Kearney. Kearney, oh wow, look at that. Kita unable to finish it off the first time, but he does the second time. And for Kita, that's 8 on the night now.
That's why you always follow your shot. Get that rebound if you miss, put it right back up.
And as one side of a game we've seen from South St. Paul tonight, the Titans really spreading the ball out. Kearney with 13, Kita with a 3 ball here, that's good, and Dodd gets another 3. And just like we're about to talk about here, Kearney with 13, Kita with 8, Benz with 18. The ball really getting spread around and points coming from multiple vantage points for the Titans.
Yeah, they're a much better team overall. South St. Paul relies on their top 3 scorers. Meanwhile, Tartan has 5 guys who are all about 10 points or more, and they're able to give their guys a break. Like Binns, he's able to take a break, and they're able to succeed even without him, and he can come back fresh and help them out even more. But with Dodd hasn't taken out. He's been in the entire game, and I think it's starting to get to him.
Dodd with 22 of the 38 points for South St. Paul tonight. Kearney spins it to the front court. Burns with a shot. Nice falling, rising shot there.
That was pretty.
Burns with 5 now for Tartan. Dodd again from a sharp angle, trying to quarterback this offense.
Needs help. Someone's got to get open.
Interior pass sloppy at that. 3 Titans in the paint, and he chose to make that pass. Nice runner back the other way. Is no good in the first attempt nor the second. Rebound controlled by Kita for the Titans as they'll reset. Bounce pass there.
Yeah, he kicked it.
May not have meant to do that, but certainly came strong off that foot. As Ben's back into the game, and you still notice limping around a little bit.
Yeah, he is, but it doesn't seem to have affected his play that much. He's not going as strong to the rim anymore, but he's still very effective right now.
18 points on the night for Benz for the Titans. He leads Tartan scorers in that category. Kearney for Benz again. Benz for 3, no good that time, too strong. And again, just aggressive play here by Tartan. Great effort that time on the steal by A.J. Burns. Here's Kearney. He'll restart the offense. Here onto the far side for Chelly. Interior pass, it's good. Kita with 10 now for Tartan.
Yeah, you can see the frustration boiling over. Dodd's starting to get on his teammates a little bit, but he needs their help.
A foul on the inside. It'll stay here. South St. Paul ball as the foul will be called against Langston Ben's 15th foul of the half for Tartan as a lead now 62-38, 7:13 remaining. Again, for South St. Paul starting at a deficit of 5 to start the second half with a timeout called here. But with South St. Paul only trailing by 5 to start the half, trailed by as few as 3, the lead has ballooned for the Titans, and it's really quite surprising for what we saw at the end of the first half for South St. Paul.
Yeah, I had the way the first half ended, I thought they'd stay in this, and they might break that 10-game losing streak against Tartan, but Dodd's just doing too much. I can't emphasize that enough. He needs some help from his teammates. You can see the frustration. It's affecting his game. He's also getting tired, too.
You see there the projected standings as per MinnesotaHockeyScores.net based on their QRF ranking. Right now, if the playoffs started today, as they will in about a week and a half, Tartan and North St. Paul set to do battle over at North St. Paul. And again, Tartan getting a low seed despite, again, they'll have a 20-win season. Baseline inbound. As Gleb works there on the far wing, can be gotten further now for Wilson. Wilson drive to the lane, no good. This drought from the Packers has been stifled. Kita rather, back into the front court for Tartan. Interior pass looking for Kita again. He has to dish it back out. Can be gotten here now for Chelly. Chelly driving along the baseline, blocked with authority. And a good play at that. Marcus Brown on the block right at the basket as DeMarco Chelly was charging. A sideline inbound here. Dodd driving to the paint. It's good for another bucket on the night for him. That's 24 points now. Again, his season high came against Richfield, 36 points in a 71-66 win. Take a lot more than that to get the Packers caught up here tonight as they trail by 22, 62-40. 6:27 and counting remaining in the second half of play. Deep 3 ball, no good. Hit the back of the rim, but came out. Dodd working into the front court, dished it further now. Ooh, interior pass looking for Gleb, but he's fouled on the way to the basket, and he'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, it was good awareness by Dodd. Saw the open guy running down the lane, wide open. Fortunately, he wasn't able to get the shot to go in.
That's his 3rd foul of the game for Langston Benz. 16 foul on the Titans, 1 away from the bonus. And at the line shooting 2 will be Marquise Gleb. He's got 3 points on the night, now 4. Substitutions back into the game now for Tartan. Jalon Washington is into the game, as well as Curtis Favors, who has a point tonight. Washington was 0 for number 0. Second shot is good. And now the Titans look to restart play back the other way. Deficit 20 for South St. Paul. It's Kearney into the front court. Oh, nice move for Binns. Binns right to the rack and in. Langston Binns now 20 on the night.
Yeah, it looks like he's not feeling that leg anymore. He seems to be running about full strength now.
Pass wide open. Great ball movement here from the Packers. Shot for 3. Way too strong on that one. The arc not perfect. And Binns can pick up the rebound. Interior pass looking to grab it. The direction arrow pointing. No, it'll be out of bounds as the coaching staff was able to call a timeout in time with possession.
Full timeout taken by Tartan.
So with the full timeout, 5:42 remaining, 64-42 the lead. Packers have trailed by as few as 3. The 22 points now, the biggest lead of the night for Tartan. And for a team with 2 contests again remaining, one on Monday. As you look at the 4-3A standings, the section out of which South St. Paul plays, they currently have a 3 seed, and they match up with the Scots of St. Paul Highland Park in kind of a expected section, to say the least. Some good teams, some mediocre teams, and some teams that are playing out the string of the season.
Yeah, pretty much. Richfield and the Holy Angels have been consistent for the last 10 years or so. It's South St. Paul finally getting up there. That's good for them. But yeah, some of those teams at the bottom have been around there for a while.
South St. Paul, of course, with a win against Richfield, the Spartans back in December. So perhaps a head-to-head matchup that the Spartans would like, or not the Spartans, the Packers would like to see come section playoff time. Meanwhile, the timeout resumed. We'll have an inbound here from right in front of the South St. Paul bench as it spins, inbounding to Kearney, who gets it right under his own basket. Pass further up ahead now, and a chance for Washington. Back to Binns, back to Washington into the front court. Washington, pull-up jumper, it's good. Nice little move from Jalon Washington for his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they're just finding the open spot on the floor and taking the shot and making it.
Gleb able to pick up an errant pass that time from Dodd, who regains possession at the top of the key. Gleb trying to work around the Dodd screen. It's no good. It's Harmon for Dodd again. Clogging the lanes, just jacks up a 3, no good. Rebound control here by the Titans, as Curtis Favors has been all over the glass on the defensive side tonight. Binns dishes for Kearney. Kearney for Binns again. Interior pass looking for Kaida, that's good. And he's got 12 tonight for the Titans.
Yeah, they're passing the ball around pretty well, finding an open guy in the perimeter. If that's not there, there's someone finding their way to the lane.
20 for Binns, 13 for Kearney, 12 for Kaida. The offense has been well spread out, has been diverse tonight. Interior pass, good ball movement that time. It's Harmon looking to drive. Deep 3 ball, it's good with nothing but net for Marcus Brown. And for Brown, he has 8 points on the night. 7 points rather, excuse me. Back into the front court. Kearney trying to work around. Nice ball movement there. Washington for 3 all day to set up. Jalon Washington with 5.
They are just on fire. They are not missing a shot right now, whether it be a layup, 3-point range, or a mid-range shot with someone in their face. They got it all right now.
4 minutes remaining, 71-45. The Titans lead. Oh, over the top. Oh, jump ball is ruled. The Titans will get possession. We'll have more substitutions as Singer will come in, as will Dowd for the Titans. No substitutions on this whistle for South St. Paul. It'll be an inbound here. Kearney dribbles under his own basket, looking here near side for Dowd. And 8 seconds to get into the front court. They were able to. We're getting the near side. All the way back now, Kearney. Kearney pulling up at the free throw strap. He gets it to go. And Joe Kearney with 15 on the night now.
Yeah, that lead's almost getting to 30. This is getting out of hand now.
Goes off the
ref.
Yeah, off the ref.
A little too close to the action there.
Another substitution as Cater replaced by A.J. Burns. And now Dodd will inbound. Goes all the way back now to the point for Harmon. Harmon didn't set the screen for Gleb, didn't take it. Harmon for three again. A little bit of air under that one as he undershot it. Meanwhile, a three back here on the near side is good. We're gonna have a whistle. And there's a foul away from the ball as well as Brown with the three-point ball. It's good.
It's 2 in a row from him.
Brown with 10 points on the night. Perhaps looks like they'll wave the basket off.
Oh.
And that'll be a foul out. And it's the 5th foul for Ramonte Harmon, as he'll be sitting for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, the inbound, as the Titans can regain possession here. 3:10 and counting as they gain the front court. Working around the double team here is Dowd. Dowd trying to pass it here. Good ball movement, Kearney looking for the open shot. The double team once again back on here by South St. Paul, even though the deficit sits at 25. Interior pass looking. Oh, couldn't quite get it to roll, but the Packers able to take it back the other way. Turnover. Kearney into the lane. Oh, he couldn't get the slam.
Oh, he went for the cradle dunk there. He almost had that.
Oh, Joe Kearney looking for an exclamation point with his 15 points of the night. Unable to get it, as you see, just missed it. And for Kearney, that's got to be frustrating.
Yeah, he wanted to put an exclamation point on this, and that would have been one heck of a play.
Back into the front court, Dorian Singer, interior pass, was looking for Curtis Favors. It's taken away now by South St. Paul as, a nice drive to the lane. Blocker charge. Charge.
Yeah, he had his feet planted a good 2 seconds before Dodd even showed up.
And the offensive foul goes against Jamel Dean. That's his 4th of the game. He's in foul trouble. 6 fouls on the night for South St. Paul. Lead still 25 with 2:17 remaining for the Titans. 73-48. So dribble out of the backcourt. South St. Paul continuing to work into the zone. Interior pass looking for Singer. Singer trying to go up, trying to go off the glass. Rebound gotten to here by Favors. Again, Curtis Favors, excellent on the glass tonight.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that pass. Oh, and he couldn't get it to go. Oh, a tough, nice, great steal, though, back the other way for A.J. Burns. For Dowd. Dowd into the front court, trying to work it through, and he's able to get it.
He wants that dunk. He's going to do anything he can to get that, I swear.
Curtis Favors almost, back the other way. Nice little runner into the lane that time for Ramonte Harmon. We're going to have a timeout or no, a wet spot? It'll be a full group substitution for South St. Paul as well. Be a couple of substitutions for the Titans back as well. Again, you see their upcoming broadcast. Myself and the lovely and beautiful Allison Vogt on the February the 26th. Boys hockey semifinal likely to be White Bear Lake versus Stillwater. If White Bear Lake is able to upset Stillwater, it would most likely be White Bear Lake Hill Murray in the rivalry for the section title.
Man, I went to Hill Murray. That is one heck of a rivalry. I love going to those games.
Working on the perimeter. Again, just running the clock out now here. Chelly. Dish the back further, waiting for a little bit more. We'll try to work here near side. Goes back to the point on the ground. Chelly for Washington again. Inside the last minute remaining in this second half of play. The Titans look to put an exclamation point with a 25-point lead, 75-50. It's Chelly working interior pass for Washington, unable to get it. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. And another Tartan substitution is into the game now. David Perkins makes his first appearance. Again, leading scorers for the Titans. Binns with 20, Kearney with 15, Kaida with 12. Pass all the way back into the front court. It's tipped. Can be taken here now by Vukamanovic. Vukamanovic for Washington. Can be gotten further now. Spin it around here for Burns. Into the game, David Perkins. Perkins, Vukamanovic. Working at the top of the key. He'll dribble to his right. Can be gotten further there Along the wing for Jalon Washington.
I think they're just going to pass this one till the time runs out. Yep, he had a wide open layup there, passed on it, so they're just going to hold on to this. So yeah, this is an instance where I think you should have that shot clock. You know, granted the game is out of control, but if the game was a little bit closer, this would kind of be unfair.
It's Washington at center court, 10 seconds remaining. Vukamanovic, as the fans start to gather their jackets and their effects, and they rise to their feet here to applaud the efforts of their Tartan Titans tonight as they'll win over South St. Paul by a final of 75-50. And for a game that so frequently in the early stages of the second half looked like it was going to be a close contest, really got out of hand in the second half.
Yeah, it did. I think Tartan was just the better team overall. Like I said earlier, Binns was able to take a rest. His team was able to, you know, score without him. It was the opposite story for Dodd and the Packers. He had to do it all.
Tartan will finish out the regular season at Hastings before returning home next Friday evening to the Matamidi Zephyrs on the 28th, and really a chance for Mark Klingsborn to hit career victory number 600. Meanwhile, for South St. Paul, again, the Alonzo Dodd show only works so far before you have to start moving the ball to other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's one heck of a kid, but you know, you can't do it yourself. You know, he's not Kobe Bryant, so.
Well, Rob, thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you had a good time, and we hope that we'll see you back in the near future.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun. I'd like to do it again.
The final score tonight from the Tartan High School Gymnasium: South St. Paul Packers 50, Tartan Titans 75. For our entire SCC, this is your home for Tartan Boys Basketball, SCC Sports.